Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2016 Senior Awards Ceremony here at St. James High School. At this time, we're going to ask that you please rise and remove your caps as the award-winning St. James High School Army JROTC presents our nation's colors.
Forward, march, left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, right, color guard, halt, center, face, present, arm.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Center, face. Forward, march. Left, 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 right, 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 left. Color guard, halt. Center, face. Post. Ready, cut, present, arms, order, arms, center, face, forward, march, left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, right.
Thank you. Please be seated. Once again, welcome to St. James High School for the 2016 Senior Awards Ceremony this morning. My name is Brett Mahaffey, and I am one of 4 very proud assistant principals here at St. James. You know, this is really one of my favorite annual events here at the school, and I look forward to it almost as much as pretty much anything else we do throughout the year, because in a lot of ways, this really marks the commencement of commencement. Didn't think that one through when I wrote it. In a couple of weeks, you guys, when I say you guys, seniors are going to be getting ready to graduate, and Mr. Pinnell's the one who gives the big, meaningful, moving speeches. But I wanted to take just a quick opportunity to thank all of the seniors who are in here this morning for being such an awesome group of students over the last 4 years. I'll share this quick story with you, and this is true. I have a picture on my phone if you don't believe me. I was driving to school this morning with my windows down because the weather was really nice, and I was blaring Spotify out the windows. And since my musical tastes are hopelessly and forever stuck in the late 90s, Offspring's song, "The Kids Aren't Alright" came on. And I was like, oh, that's a bad sign if you're a high school assistant principal and it's almost a full moon and it's a Friday. But then I thought, wait a second, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad, because I think that's the universe telling everybody to take a step back and gain a little bit of perspective on this. I hear parents and grandparents and even people my own age in their mid-30s who are bemoaning the fate of America's children right now, saying our teenagers, oh, they're not ready, our country's going downhill so fast. But you know what, guys, I work with you every day, and days like this, ceremonies like this, remind me that that is just absolutely not true. I've watched you all over the last 4 years, and I don't mean that in a creepy way, right? You guys are kind and funny and passionate and just great people. You really are. I've watched you I've watched you laugh and cry and date and break up and win and lose and cheer and toilet paper my car on a drama field trip, Carson Allen. Payback's still coming, man. I got 2 weeks. Just remember that. Okay. I'm staring him down right now. It's awesome. You guys have been such a great class, and having you here for the last 4 years has really been an honor. So thank you for letting all of us, and by all of us, I think I'm speaking for the whole staff, thank you for letting us be a part of your journey through high school. Mr. Pinnell's speech at graduation will be much more moving than that, I promise. With that said, kind of a brief rundown of what's going to happen this morning. We have several guest presenters who we're going to call up one at a time to do some presentations, and following that, we will read through all of the very, 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 very many awards that our seniors have earned or received this year. There are quite a few presentations to go to. So seniors, when you are called up, you will enter stage from over here. That's stage right on your left. You'll walk across the stage, receive your awards, and then we ask that you please exit stage left over there, which is on your right, and return to your seats. So without any farther ado, I would like at this time to start welcoming up our guest presenters, beginning with a presentation from the Horry County Solid Waste Authority.
Thanks. My name's Kendra. I'm a recycling coordinator for the Horry County Solid Waste Authority. You can say I talk a little trash, but I'm not going to today. Today I'm really excited to be here. Every year the Horry County Solid Waste Authority awards one graduating high school senior from each high school a one-time $1,000 scholarship to encourage students pursuing a degree related to environment, which supports the Solid Waste Authority's mission of protecting tomorrow's environment today. On behalf of the Horry County Solid Waste Authority, this year's environmental scholarship for St. James High School is presented to a student who cares for the environment. He's a really awesome kid. He challenges us to start taking care of tomorrow's world today by asking all of us to practice the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Please help me congratulate Horry County Solid Waste Authority's 2016 Environmental Scholarship recipient, Mr. Michael Larkin.
Next up, we have the presentation of the John Daniel Pontus Memorial Scholarship. Here comes Coach Hurston. He's asked me to move the mic down.
Thank you. Step stool, please.
Love you, man.
Seventh year now. This one's always very, very difficult. John Daniel Pontus played football at Northwestern High School, and he was attending Coastal Carolina University. He's the only child of Donna, who's here today, and Johnny Pontus. The seniors out here, your word for John called me one day and says, "Coach, I hear you're looking for volunteer coaches some year." And that's how I started coaching football. And I said, "Well, when can you come in?" He says, "I'm 10 minutes away." I said, "Come on in." And as soon as he walked through the door, I knew I was going to hire him on the spot. Your word is, he had swag. I mean, as soon as John Daniel walked in, he just had whatever it was. He just had this presence. He had the energy. Ended up coaching JV defensive line. The kids absolutely just adored him, loved him. So he had a great time. He was all into it, here every day, wanted to stay late, learn everything he could. And then we went through spring. And on June 5th, 2009, Paul was in the principal's office in Florida. I got a phone call saying John Daniel was in a car accident. And it took his life, unfortunately. So I got a big picture of John in my office. So still very tough on his parents when you only have one child. So this $1,000 scholarship one time goes to a senior football player who's attending a 4-year school. There's a committee in Rock Hill. All the envelopes are sealed. They go to Don and Johnny, and they got a committee up there, and they picked a scholarship. So I'm going to have Paula announce this year's winner.
Good morning. The recipient this year for the John Daniel Pontus Memorial Scholarship, and the comments from the parents was that it was unanimous, is Jackson Hurston.
Next up, we have the presentation of the Scott Argerbright Memorial Scholarship. Still higher.
In March of 2007, my dad, Coach Scott Argerbright, was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer at the age of 32. He was an 8th grade social studies teacher and a coach at St. James Middle School. Throughout our battle, we had amazing support from the students' parents and the St. James community. My dad was faithful and knew that there was a purpose in this journey. I was only 1 at the time and did not understand, and many of you prayed for his recovery. My dad died in September 2007 after a 6-month battle with the disease.
The Scott Argerbright Foundation was created to provide scholarships for graduating seniors in the St. James community. The scholarship is $1,000 a year for 4 years. I'm proud to say that we will be awarding our 9th scholarship this year and have totaling $30,000 to date. When choosing a student for the scholarship, it is difficult. This is an amazing group of students. This is the last group I taught. All of the applicants are deserving of the scholarship. Your grades were excellent, and your community services and accomplishments are something to be proud of.
I am excited to announce that this year's recipient plans to attend Clemson University in the fall. Please congratulate Kimberly Hotzel as this year's winner of the Scott Argerbright Memorial.
Congratulations and go Tigers. Next up, we have the presentation from the Myrtle Beach Golf and Yacht Club.
Good morning. My name is Shirley Wedigus. I am president of the Myrtle Beach Golf and Yacht Women's Club. We have 2 winners for the scholarship of $2,000. There were many applicants and we wish them all well. The first winner is Kelsey Glover. The second winner is Harold Page Lewis III. He skipped out. Thank you.
Next up, we have a presentation by the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning. My name is Eric Hunt, representing the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce. As a leadership organization serving businesses and professional organizations throughout the Horry and Georgetown County areas for over 78 years, the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce mission statement is simple: to promote, protect, and improve area businesses, and as a result, the Grand Strand community. As an organization committed to making our community an even better place to live, work, and visit, we're deeply committed to supporting a strong academic environment throughout our region. Quality education is a vital component to a thriving economy and successful community. For this reason, the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce established an educational foundation funded by businesses to award scholarships to high school seniors who have demonstrated a strong record of achievement inside and outside the classroom. This one-time $1,000 scholarship is awarded to a deserving senior at each area high school, and it is my honor and privilege to announce that the St. James High School recipient is Mr. Michael Larkin.
Our next presenter will be the Socastee Masonic Lodge.
And a cheery good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
My esteemed colleague over here told me, he said, age before beauty.
You saw me help push you upstairs.
Now, I'll let you all decide that one, all right? Because, anyway, on behalf of the Socastee Masonic Lodge, we're here this morning for the first time at St. James. Last year we did this further up the highway at a sister school. And we thought this would be really great to come down to Socastee. After 17 and a half years at that school up the road, it's kind of hard not to say it, you know. Anyway, just real quickly, we are Socastee Masonic Lodge members. I'm a past master, and Paul Urban, a past graduate of that school, notice I didn't say it, of that school, is now the master of the lodge. And Masons are the oldest fraternity in the world. If you look into the Bible, you will read things about craftsmen. They don't call us Masons, but they call us craftsmen. And we just want to congratulate two students this morning. $500 scholarships.
That was awarded to a boy and a girl.
Yeah, right.
For their outstanding achievement throughout the year and in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You want to Huntley Brinkley this thing?
I can't pronounce it.
Oh, okay.
You see, we're very laid back, but we are.
He's the graduate I'm not.
And just a reminder for the men here at St. James, all because it does say Socastee Masonic Lodge, we do have some guys from St. James who are Masons from your school, and you have to be an 18-year-old male to join, and we actually have a couple graduates that belong to our lodge and that are very involved with our community service, so that's something to be proud of.
I think the one that comes to my mind mostly is Andrew Wright, who graduated either last year or the year before.
Andrew Wright?
Yeah, he's now a brother, okay? Masonic Lodges is the only place where you can take your biological son and let him become a Mason, and within 5 minutes he goes from son to brother. So everybody's a brother, okay?
Well, real quick before we give this away, Worship Brother Terry was my homeroom teacher at Socastee, and when I was in high school, I gave him a hard time. Gosh, and I felt so bad. So when I walked into the lodge for the first time to get initiated, I looked and saw him.
I said, I'm in for a nightmare here with this guy.
He was.
But he's my best friend now and my brother, and I'm very, very proud to know him.
Okay, this year's outstanding accomplishments and contributions to their scholastic endeavors, I'd like to call Miss, I'm going to say Miss Karsten Kinley. Karsten Kinley.
Well, sorry, nowadays with these names now, it's hard to tell. All right, our next recipient will be Miss Hayden Stevens. Miss Hayden. Sorry about that.
We make mistakes also. Actually, it's a reading problem. Dyslexia, yeah. Yeah, that's what college is like.
While they're getting their picture taken, I'm a Socastee grad also, and wait till you hear me mispronounce some people's names. So it's okay. You're welcome. Thank you. Moving right along, we have a presentation by Alpha Delta Chi. Maybe. Perhaps not. Okay, moving right along, we have a presentation by, I believe it's the Friends of the Surfside Library. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
I bring my own stuff still. Good morning. I'm Jackie Mampline. I'm Vice President of the Friends of Surfside Library. And each year they give a $1,000 scholarship to a student at St. James. I'm so proud. And this year's scholarship goes to, and he may as well stay up here, is Michael Larkin.
Our next presentation will be by the St. James High School PTSO.
Good morning. My name is Jamie Hammonds. I'm the president of the PTSO, and this is Shawn Watford. She's the vice president. And we are so honored to be able to give a $500 scholarship this year from the St. James High School PTSO. I would like to thank all the ones who entered, put in an application for our scholarship. We read a lot of essays. They were all great, but unfortunately we can only give one award. The recipient of our scholarship has a very high GPA. They were National Honor Society members in the 10th, 11th, and 12th grades, played St. James golf in the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, made all-region team 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, made the all-state golf team in the 10th grade, and was Toast of the Coast nominee in the 10th and the 11th grade, and a member of the North-South All-Star Golf Team as a senior. The recipient is attending Limestone College in the fall and is majoring in pre-law and then plans on going to law school at the University of South Carolina. Please give a round of applause to Mr. Karsten Kinley.
Next up, please welcome members of the United States Marine Corps to make a presentation.
I don't like podiums. Good morning. My name is Captain Kristen Hanna. I'm the Executive Officer of the Marine Corps Recruiting Station in Columbia, South Carolina. It's my distinct honor and privilege here today to present one member of the graduating class with a $180,000 scholarship. Now, the NROTC scholarship is extremely competitive. Only 9 high school seniors from across South Carolina, southwestern North Carolina, and Augusta, Georgia received this scholarship. The opportunity to stand in front of you today speaks volumes about the recipient, about the faculty here, and about the student body in general. Now, before I announce the recipient of this year's scholarship, please allow me to briefly describe what this scholarship entails. Within the Marine Corps, nothing is ever given. It must be earned. And that's exactly what this recipient embodies. He's been a leader in both the classroom and sports, as well as student organizations throughout his years in high school. Now, having accepted the challenge to become part of the United States Marine Corps, he will get to go to the college of his choice, and after earning his bachelor's degree, he will accept a commission as a second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps. He will get the most important responsibility in the Corps, leading Marines. This future Marine officer will be charged with carrying out our proud traditions of honor, courage, and commitment. I have the utmost confidence that he will do so. Ronald Reagan once said, "Some people wonder all their lives if they've made a difference." The Marines don't have that problem. Without further ado, please join me in recognizing St. James High School next Marine Corps officer, Zachary Tripp.
Thank you. Our next presentation comes from Coastal Carolina University.
About lost my shoe there, sorry. Thanks. Hello everyone, my name is Gray Roper. I am representing Coastal Carolina University, and I'm also the admissions counselor for Horry County. Also, I am a graduate of St. James High School 2008, so go Sharks! Kind of weird how I keep coming back here. You'll never leave. It's definitely a family environment, and you'll always find yourself back here some way. So Coastal Carolina University is pleased to offer meritorious awards to the University Merit Awards program, which recognizes overall high academic achievement, both in the classroom and in demonstrated scholastic aptitude on standardized tests. I am honored to present 35 St. James High School seniors with award certificates this morning in recognition of their achievements. The Teal Scholar Award is a $500 annual scholarship that may be awarded for a maximum of 8 semesters with a 4-year value of $2,000. Congratulations to the following students. Lauren Adams, Sydney Baltenbach, William Boone, Caitlin Carhart, Christian Duvall, Skylar Leslie, Brooklyn Linton, Kyrie McDougall, Michael McCullory, sorry if I don't pronounce her name right, Larry Miller, Christopher Nadio, Charles Peterson, Caitlin Porter, Shannon Prather, Colin Raby, Harrison Van Landingham, who's coming up? Jason Wiggins, the next is the South Carolina Scholar Award, and it's a $1,000 annual scholarship that may be awarded for a maximum of 8 semesters with a 4-year value of $4,000. Congratulations to Steely Hayes and Alexandra Valcourt. Giving out a lot of money today. Maybe not as much as the Marine Corps, but I'll try. The next is the Coastal Scholar Award. It's a $1,000 annual scholarship that may be awarded for a maximum of 8 semesters with a 4-year value of $4,000. Cameron Carroll, Samantha Helmenstein, Riley Jones, Hannah Kimmel, Logan Penley, Paraver C.
I got you.
The next is the Provost Scholar Award. It's a 2000 annual award that may be awarded for a maximum of 8 semesters with a 4-year value of $8,000. Congratulations to Rebecca Halls. The President's Scholar Award is a 4,000 annual award that may be awarded for a maximum of 8 semesters with a 4-year value of $16,000. Congratulations to Nicholas Botts, Sarah Goer, Michelle Potoskia, Bradley Stimmel. Almost done, I promise. The Presidential Scholarship is a $6,000 annual award that may be awarded for a maximum of 8 semesters with a 4-year value of $24,000. Congratulations to Christian Heath and Charles Owerson. And finally, we would like to do a special recognition to Sarah Goer and Rebecca Halls for accepting the Coastal Carolina University's invitation to join the Honors Program. The Honors Program provides an accelerated curriculum in advanced academic and career preparation for the high-achieving students. Honors Program students receive a personal laptop computer, priority class registration, specialized housing, and a stipend for academic pursuits. Congratulations again to each of these scholarship recipients. We look forward to welcoming you to the Coastal Carolina University in the fall, and go Sharks!
All right. Our next presenter is Mr. Kevin Jackson with AXA.
This is going to be a little anticlimactic after that. So like watching Oprah, you get a scholarship, you get a scholarship, you get a scholarship. But my name is Kevin Jackson, and I'm a retirement benefits specialist with AXA Advisors. And we are one of the largest companies that no one's ever heard of. We are actually the 16th largest company in the world. Apple is 15th, and we are 16th. And the way that I arrive here is that I get to work throughout the district, working with your teachers and administrative staff on the retirement benefits. And so it's a privilege for me to be here to share in that, because I've had the opportunity to talk with some of the recipients' teachers, and they say great things about him. And I'm real pleased to be here to give him this scholarship. And so without further ado, Michael Larkin. But also, for the first time ever, we've been giving away scholarships for 16 years. And for the first time ever this year, in addition to Michael earning $2,500 for himself, he's also earned $2,500 for the school. So, we really appreciate it.
Our next presentation, which is not listed on your program, is from Horry Georgetown Technical College.
Good morning. I'm Cindy Hardwick, representing Horry Georgetown Technical College. I am their scholarship coordinator and manager of the awarding and finance in the financial aid office. Each year we recognize one student from each Horry and Georgetown County High School the Presidential Scholarship of $1,000. The Presidential Scholarship is awarded to a student who plans to attend Horry Georgetown Technical College in the fall and is based on their outstanding leadership, scholarship, and service. On behalf of Horry Georgetown Technical College, I am pleased to honor Trenton Elvis, this year's recipient of the Horry Georgetown Presidential Scholarship.
I thought I saw him in the parking lot this morning. That's suspicious. I'll hunt him down at some future point. We do have a couple of other presentations that the presenters could not make today, so I'm going to go ahead and present those at this time. The Guy Daniels Memorial Foundation Scholarship was established in honor of Mr. Guy Daniels, who was a graduate of Socastee High School. He passed away unexpectedly while jogging, I believe, in 1999. He was attending the College of Charleston at the time. And you might recognize the name of the Guy Daniels Memorial Scholarship Foundation because they have an annual surf-off every year. The winner of the 2016 Guy Daniels Memorial Foundation Scholarship is Mr. Michael Larkin. The next presenter is from the, Alpha Chi, a South Carolina chapter of Alpha Delta Kappa International Honorary Organization for Women Educators. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of a $500 scholarship for the ADK Scholarship, Miss Michelle Patosha. Congratulations. And I believe, unless I missed someone, no, I have a couple, and I'm sorry I don't have them written down. Ms. Verdon dropped the ball on that one. Just come on up and I'll introduce you. If I haven't called you up yet, come give away some money. I'll take some. And I apologize, I don't have it written down. Looks like we have a member of the Horry County Sheriff's Department, maybe? Yes, Horry County Sheriff's Department.
Good morning. It's great to be here in Palmetto's finest school. And go Sharks! I'm Sherry Smith. I'm with the Horry County Sheriff's Office and also the Horry County Sheriff's Foundation. Each year, the Horry County Sheriff's Foundation gives away up to 8 $1,000 scholarships to Horry County seniors who are going to major in criminal justice or a related field. This year, we selected 5 students, and it's not surprising that one of them is from St. James. I've known this young lady her entire life, watched her grow into a beautiful young woman, and I'm honored to present this year's 2016 Scholarship Award to Ashlyn Mumford.
Congratulations. Our next presenter, who it turns out I actually did know was here, but I was so busy writing down my moving speech that I forgot to make a note of it, so that's my fault, are from the Ladies of the Elks. So please welcome to the stage.
Hello, my name is Anna Bryson. I'm the current president of the Ladies of the Elks of Murrells Inlet Lodge number 2797. Each year we give away 3 $1,000 one-time scholarships to the most deserving senior at each of the 3 local high schools. This year we would like to present a $1,000 one-time scholarship to Mr. Michael Adam Larkin.
Is there anyone else in the room who wants to hand Michael Larkin some money? I'm just kidding, because I care. Congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients so far, and a big thank you to all of our guest presenters today for supporting our students. It means so much to have so much community involvement, and I know our students express their greatest thanks for all the support you've given them. Okay, at this time we're going to move on to the presentation of awards and recognition of students who've been awarded scholarships. So I just need to give some quick instructions to the seniors who are here today. What's going to happen is you're going to come up one row at a time. I need for you all to please bring me the card that's taped on the seat in front of you with your name on it. There you go. And once again, please make sure you've made a note if there is a pronunciation of your name you'd like to make sure I get correct. I do have to make one quick disclaimer, and that is most of the people who are receiving awards today are receiving some form of South Carolina lottery tuition assistance, be it the South Carolina Hope Scholarship, South Carolina Life Scholarship, or South Carolina Palmetto Fellows Scholarship. I do need to let everybody know that St. James High School neither awards nor distributes these scholarship funds. Instead, we send the final transcript to the school that you tell us to send your final transcript to, and that institution's financial aid office makes the final determination about whether or not you are going to receive those lottery tuition funds. I want to make that clear because last year, I won't say who, somebody's parents were under the assumption that we were hiding a bunch of $20,000 checks up here, and they wanted them right away. So, hate to disappoint you, we do not have any $20,000 checks hiding in the school. That will be determined by your school's financial aid office once you matriculate in the fall. But I had to get that out of the way. I was told I had to read that disclaimer. So once again, the way this will work is I need everyone to please come up this side of the stage. You'll come across, hand me your card, and we will present you with your awards as you cross the stage. Mr. Pinnell is going to be up here to shake your hand, so it'll be good graduation practice too. Ms. Lopes handed me a card with her name on it. Just like that. Okay, so please join me in congratulating all these seniors, but again, we do have a lot, so please hold your applause until the very end. Let's start with the first row. Mr. Karsten Kinley, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Miss Destiny Abernathy, Spanish 1, outstanding student. Lauren Adams, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship and Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $22,000. Carson Allen, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Brianna Arnold, Merit Scholarship, Jensen Scholarship, Coker Merit Scholarship, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $50,283. Andrea Ostadillo Novillo, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Ethan Atkinson, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Tyler Avant, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Caitlin Baber, Outstanding Musical Theater 1 Performer and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Kelsey Bachman, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship and a Dean's Scholarship, grand total of $30,000. Sydney Baltenbach, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship and the Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $22,000. Darlin Barlow, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Michelle Barton, Palmetto Fellows Scholarship, grand total $29,200. Kara Bassanese, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Nicholas Bouts, Palmetto Fellows, President's Scholar Award, Wofford Generation Scholar, and Palmetto Boys State Scholarship, grand total $213,200. Jalen Bellamy, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Brianna Benton, English 4 Senior Exploration Exemplar, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Lauren Benton, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Megan Birchfield, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Joshua Blanchett, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Liam Bloom, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. William Boone, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000 and Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $22,000. Casey Boswell, JROTC Senior Award and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Spencer Boyce, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Helen Bradley, Palmetto Fellows, STEM Scholarship to the College of Charleston and Palmetto Promise at College of Charleston, grand total $58,400. Justin Brown, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Patrick Brown, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Miss Shelby Buck, Musical Theater 2, Outstanding Musical Performance, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Britton Kane, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Aaron Callahan, JROTC Senior Award, Journalism Yearbook Award, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Mackenzie Cage, AP Scholar, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Caitlin Carhart, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, and Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $22,000. Cameron Carroll, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, and Coastal Scholar Award, grand total $24,000. Stephanie Castaneda, JROT Senior Award, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Carlton Caudle, AP Scholar, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Andres Solis Osuna, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Madeline Centracchio, Teacher Cadet Award of Excellence, AP Scholar, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Ryan Condren, Perfect Attendance. And he's here, that's awesome. Nathan Coons, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Cody Crawford, Forensic Science, the CSI Agent Award. That's a Mr. Cook thing, he just comes up with things. Julia Keller, 4th Block Choir Award. Sydney Custer, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Daniel DeHaan, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. William Davidson, JROTC Senior Award, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Lauren Davis, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Peter Davis, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Mason Dean, Broadcast Journalism Award. Jose Ernesto Diaz Moreno, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Isaiah Durgan, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Nicholas Allen Emmons, AP English Literature and Composition, highest average. AP English Literature and Composition Seminar, highest average. Highest ACT score for the class of 2016. AP Scholar with Distinction, Summa Cum Laude Graduate, Palmetto Fellows, Upstate Scholar, Valedictorian Scholarship, PC Fellows, Wofford Merit Scholarship, Clemson Scholar, Alumni Presidential Endowment, Clemson Presidential Scholarship, Freshman STEM Scholarship, DT Scholar, Vanderbilt Grant, Duke University Scholarship, Duke Engineering Scholarship, Duke North Carolina Sales Tax Scholarship, Elks National Foundation Scholarship, Silver Pen Scholarship, Erskine Fellow, Furman Scholar, and an all-around great guy, grand total, $726,476. Francel Evans, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Jamarius Faulkner, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Jordan Fields, Sports Medicine 2, highest overall GPA, Summa Cum Laude Graduate, and Palmetto Fellows, grand total $29,200. Kristen Fletcher, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Nicholas Flood, AP Scholar, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, University of Alabama Scholarship, Chancellor's Scholarship, Volunteer Scholarship, and an Auburn Presidential Award, grand total $274,880. Caitlin Flowers, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Madison Flynn, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. I've got to slow down because Mr. Pinnell's glad-handing everybody. The consummate politician. Peyton Fogarty, Perfect Attendance, AP Scholar, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Sarah Fornell, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. John Foster, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Skylar Freeman, AP Statistics Mathematics Achievement Award, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, and a South Carolina Scholar Scholarship, grand total of $27,000. Savannah Fuller, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Cole Gallagher, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. William Gallagher, AP Scholar and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Cheyenne Gardner, JROTC Senior Award. Miss Mallory Garvey, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Natalia Ray Gibbons, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Kelsey Glover, summa cum laude graduate, Palmetto Fellows, Myrtle Beach Marathon Scholarship, Wofford Merit Scholarship, Clemson Scholar, College of Charleston Merit Scholarship, USC Merit Scholarship, Silver Pen Scholarship, and CCU Merit Scholarship. Grand total $447,120. Kaylee Godfrey, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship. Grand total of $20,000. Allison Godwin, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Bonnie Gomka, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Bethany Goodrich, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship and Charleston Southern Scholarship, grand total $24,000. Jenna Gore, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Aurelia Guerrera Cumez, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Mr. Cole Gullidge, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Michael Hall, Virtual Enterprise 4 Honors Senior Award and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. John Hammond, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Taylor Hanser, Newspaper Journalism Award and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Samantha Harper, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Rebecca Hawes, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship and Provost Scholar Award, grand total $28,000. Steely Hayes, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship and South Carolina Scholar Award, grand total $24,000. Christian Heath, Perfect Attendance, Palmetto Fellows, a Dean Scholarship at University of South Carolina, the Buck Michael Scholarship, Gateway to Clemson, First Generation Diversity Award, Furman Bell Tower Award, Palmetto Boys State, CCU, CCU Palmetto Scholarship, Anderson President's Scholar, Boys State at Anderson University, and Coastal Carolina University Presidential Scholarship, grand total $284,700. Destiny Heath, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. James Heaton, AP Scholar and Palmetto Fellows, grand total $29,200. Samantha Helmenstein, Government and Economics Award, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, and Coastal Scholar Award, grand total $24,000. Madison Heron, Government and Economics Honors Highest Average, summa cum laude graduate, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, Furman Bell Tower Scholarship, College of Charleston Merit Scholarship, and Coastal Carolina University Merit Scholarship, grand total $100,000. Ava Holmes, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, and English 4 Honors Highest Average, grand total $20,000. Kimmy Hotzel, go Tigers, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, and Merle's Inlet Rotary Scholarship, grand total $21,000. Mr. Tyler Hunt, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Mr. Jackson Hurston, Wingate Presidential Scholarship, Randolph College President's Scholarship, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $71,000. Josie Hyde, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Melissa Ikowski, Art 3 Painting and Drawing, Outstanding Senior, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, and a High Point Fellowship, grand total $54,000. Erica Johnson, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Dan Johnston, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Grant Kelly, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Justice Keys, summa cum laude graduate and Palmetto Fellows, grand total $29,200. Hannah Kimmel, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship and Coastal Scholar Award, grand total $24,000. William Kimmery, JROTC Senior Award and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Caleb LaPointe, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Michael Larkin, Friends of the Library, Friends of the Surfside Library, Myrtle Beach ACC Education Foundation Scholarship, Silver Pen Scholarship, Myrtle's Inlet Rotary Scholarship, Coastal Scholar Award, Ride of Your Life Scholarship, Silver Pen Essay Award, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, Coastal Scholar, Wofford Merit Scholarship, AXA Community Award, Ride of Your Life Scholarship, 2016 Horry County Solid Waste Authority Scholarship, AXA Achievement Community Award, grand total $183,000. Alexis Lee, JROTC Senior Award and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Tyler Lentz, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Dustin Lewis, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Brooklyn Linton, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship and Teal Scholar Award, grand total $22,000. Miss Bailey Wallace, JROTC Senior Award. Lyric Love, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Haley Mabry, JROTC Senior Award. Haley McClellan, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Bradley Marsh, AP Scholar and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Katrina Marshall, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Jared Martin, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Joseph Martinez, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Miguel Martinez, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Nathaniel Mashtier, Broadcast Journalism Award. Austin McCutcheon, AP Scholar and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Laurel McNeamer, what? I know, I did that on purpose. L'Oreal McNeamer, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. 4 years of Laurel. I thought you'd like it one more time. Brian McPherson, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Maria Medina, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Michael Muhorter, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Kiera Miller, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Mr. Larry Miller, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship and Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $22,000. Tyler Miller, Perfect Attendance and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Cameron Mills, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Ashlyn Mumford, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Garrett Nadolny, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Christopher Nazio, Art Appreciation, Excellence in Ceramics, Coastal Carolina University Teal Scholarship, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, and Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $24,000. Christopher Newman, JROTC Senior Award and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Caitlin Nobles, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship and Student Success Award, grand total of $64,000. Mr. Charles Overson, Perfect Attendance, Palmetto Fellows, National Merit Scholarship, National Scholars Presidential Scholarship, UCF Merit Scholarship, Presidential Scholarship at Elon University, Presidential Scholarship at Coastal Carolina University, Lieber's Scholar Award, National Merit at Wofford Scholar, Presidential Scholarship at the University of Alabama, Oklahoma University National Scholars Program, Texas A&M Scholarship, ASU Scholarship, National Merit Scholars Program Scholarship, and the Presidential Scholarship at the King's College, grand total of $1,059,200. Corey Penuelo, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Nicolo Parisi, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Charles Peterson, Teal Scholar Award and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship. Logan Penley, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, Coastal Scholar Award, grand total of $24,000. Olivia Phillips, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Michelle Patosha, Education 101 Award of Excellence, Newspaper Journalism Award, Presidential Scholar Award, Winthrop Blue Line Scholarship, Coastal Carolina University Palmetto Scholarship, Teaching Fellows, Palmetto Fellows, Coastal Carolina University Presidential Scholar, Furman Bell Tower Scholarship, Clemson Academic Scholarship, Founders Scholarship, Italian American Scholarship, Winthrop Fellows, Winthrop Garnet Scholarship, Coastal Scholar, and Presidential Scholar Award, grand total of $266,200. Jessica Porcoro. Yes. Virtual Enterprise 1 and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship. Caitlin Porter, Teal Scholar Award and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total of $22,000. Jessica Pudrier, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, Palmetto Fellows, College of Charleston Merit Scholarship, College of Charleston STEM Enhancement, Coastal Carolina University Presidential Scholar, Clemson Freshman STEM Scholarship, USC Merit Scholarship, and Clemson Palmetto PACT Scholarship, grand total $103,300. Amy Pooling, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Shannon Prather, I got it right the first time. Medical Terminology, highest grade, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship and Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $22,000. Miss Lucille Raptis, summa cum laude graduate, AP Scholar with Distinction, National Merit Commended Scholar, CCU Phi Eta Sigma, Ionian Village Grant Award winner, Palmetto Fellows, University of Buffalo Provost Scholarship, Paraskevy Award, USC Dean Scholarship, USC STEM Supplement, College of Charleston Merit Scholarship, College of Charleston STEM Supplement, Charleston Southern Jerry C. Hunter Scholarship, Boston University Award, and Boston University SEO Award, grand total of $270,200. Mr. Rodrigo Rescato, JROTC Senior Award. Alyssa Ritz, Musical Appreciation, Best Performance, and Best Saleswoman. Palmetto Fellows, Clemson Palmetto PACT, Coastal Carolina University Academic Scholarship, and Freshman STEM Scholarship, grand total of $53,600. Christian Reynolds, Virtual Enterprise 2 Award and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Colin Reeby, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship and Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $22,000. Alexander Robinson, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Christopher Rogers, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Caitlin Rogers, Health Science 2, highest average, and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Tanner Roth, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Tyree Rutledge, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Jacob Shibley Knapp, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Sean Shrewsbury, JROTC Senior Award and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Trevor Sievers, JROTC Senior Award. Michaela Simons, JROTC Senior Award. Matthew Simpson, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Mickey, I'm sorry, you want me to pronounce it? Paramveer or Mickey Singh, Coastal Carolina University Scholar Award and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $24,000. Connor Sloan, AP Scholar and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Miss Essence Smith, JROT Senior Award and South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Miss Kelly Smith, Golf Scholarship at Coker College, Honors College Scholarship at Coker College, Travel Abroad Scholarship at Coker College, Trustees Scholarship at Coker College, Founders Scholarship, Athletic Scholarship at Presbyterian, Life Scholarship, David M. Klein Scholarship, and the South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship. Grand total, $314,900. Miss Lori Smith, Pottery Excellence in Ceramics Award, AP Scholar, and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship. Grand total of $20,000. Max Smithwick, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship. Grand total, $20,000. Mr. Matthew Snell, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship and Virtual Enterprise 3 Honors Award, grand total $20,000. John Sotile, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, $20,000. Shelby Spaziani, Art Appreciation Outstanding Senior Art Student, Eagle Scholarship, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, William Peace University Scholarship, softball money, Presidential Scholar, Academic Eagle, Softball Scholarship to Converse University, Academic Scholars, Academic Excellence, Academic Scholars Scholarship, and Softball Scholarship, grand total of $205,480. Mr. Bradley Stimmel, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, and Presidential Scholar Award, grand total of $44,000. Hayden Stevens, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship and Socastee Masonic Lodge Scholarship, grand total $20,500. Haley Stokes, Teaching Fellows Scholarship and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total $44,000. Taylor Stoll Antcliffe's JROTC Senior Award and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Grayson Stone King, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total $20,000. Savannah Stroud, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Caroline 2, highest ACT score in the class of 2016, Palmetto Fellows and Beach Ball Classic Scholarship, grand total $30,200. Zachary Tripp, AP Scholar, NROTC Scholarship, and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total of $200,000. Brandon Tucci, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Helene Tucker, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, Highland Scholarship, Coker Trustee, Coastal Carolina University Scholar, USC Beaufort Scholarship, Wofford Merit Scholarship, Presbyterian College Promise Scholarship, Winthrop Gold Scholarship, and Winthrop Grant, grand total of $557,128. Alexandra Valcourt, Conway Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Senior Award, Myrtle Beach Marathon Scholarship, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, and South Carolina Scholar Award, grand total of $25,000. Harrison Van Landingham, English 4, highest average, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $22,000. Danielle Vereen, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship and Educational Opportunity Award, grand total of $36,000. Mr. Josh Waterford, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Dwight Watson, a JROTC Senior Award. Mr. Zachary Werba, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Jason Wiggins, South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship and Teal Scholar Award, grand total of $22,000. Tajanique Williams, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Mr. William Young, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. Elizabeth Zemke, South Carolina Life or Hope Scholarship, $20,000. And Logan Sampio, Government and Economics Award and South Carolina Life for Hope Scholarship, grand total of $20,000. All right. Excuse me for like 3 seconds. Oh, wow. That was the most I've ever read. And was anybody adding that up while I was reading? Anyway, you got the total? Pennell's going to read the total. I was excited about that one. Once again, congratulations to all of our seniors. That is amazing. It is absolutely a testament to all the hard work you put in, not just in the last 4 years of high school, but really since you started school, because it doesn't just start when you walk in the doors for 9th grade. So on behalf of the entire staff, I want to say one more time, congratulations. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to my boss and good friend, Mr. Van Pennell.
Hey, good morning once again. Let me present these awards before I do some closing comments to you. But Mom and Dad, the one thing I want to tell you just real quickly is this. You sit here and people wonder, like athletic awards, banquets, and academic awards, banquets, or whatever it may be. This is the reason we come every day. The academics and the scholarships, that is the reason we come. The athletics that we perform, the band concerts, the chorus concert, which was absolutely phenomenal last night, are great. But I could sit here all day. I know you may be tired, but we could keep giving money away all day because these young people deserve every penny they get because of their hard work. And I'd like to continue just to give a few more awards away. Then we had the closing. We got a few snacks for you, some cupcakes out front. I would like to now present to you the Conway Area Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Senior Award nominee. Each year, every high school in Horry County nominates one student for the Conway Area Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Senior Award. The Outstanding Senior Award is selected by committee based on GPA, SAT, ACT scores, leadership, activity, and community service participation and character. I had the opportunity about 2 days ago to attend the Conway Area Chamber of Commerce with this young lady. Also, she had the opportunity to nominate one of her most outstanding motivational teachers in the building. And she, along with the other people in there, nominated Miss Jen DeBach, one of our most outstanding senior English teachers. So I'm not sure if Miss DeBach's in here, but I want to mention her because the nominee and the award recipient of the Conway Area Chamber of Commerce Award is Alexander Valcourt. Allie? There's Miss DeBach, just crying right there. Congratulations, Allie. On the National Merit Scholarship that we have, they'll come up. Allie, you still here? If you come get this, I thought you were coming. But if I don't know if I mentioned while ago, Mr. Bach is standing there. Mr. Bach, raise your hand right there. As you can tell by the round of applause from the students, she's just one outstanding English teacher, but I can tell you she's a better person. She loves our kids. She's very passionate. And her eyes filled with tears yesterday when Allie took her as her most outstanding teacher. So Allie, again, congratulations. Then, ladies and gentlemen, our National Merit Scholarship. The National Merit Scholarship Program is an academic competition for recognition and scholarships that began in 1955. High school students enter the National Merit Program by taking the PSAT, which serves an initial screen of approximately 1.5 million entrants each year, and by meeting published program entry and participation requirements. This year's National Merit $2,500 scholarship winners were chosen from a talent pool of more than this, 15,000 outstanding finalists. These winners are the finalists in each state, judged to have the strongest combination of accomplishments, skills, and potential for success in rigorous college studies. It is my honor to present this to Mr. Charles Overson. Charles? Congratulations, Charles. And now if you get to notice on your program, the last set of awards is what we call the St. James Sharks Finn Award. And they're the most giving to me. They're the most important because the money you receive kind of comes and goes, but these kind of stick around. I have an opportunity to look through the annual as the yearbooks just came in and look in the past for the freshmen to seniors and try to figure out really, and the best way to describe it, 30 years from now when you have your class reunion, what kids would come to your mind with the Shark spirit, the true Shark tradition that we carry here with a lot of pride. I take some nominations, I give them to our teachers, and they come back and give me their opinions. This year, for the first time, we usually give one male and one female. Because of this special class, and I'm going to recognize them in a little while, we couldn't do less than 5. And I think that speaks highly of the class that sits before me. I expressed to them yesterday, this is a very emotional year for me, and it will be at graduation time. So let me read the letter that I wrote, and I'll put in there. They get the Finn Award that's up here, very special, one of a kind, believe it or not, Finn Award is here. Here's the letter to the first one. Congratulations, you made it. When thinking of the Finn Award and what it means to be an all-around shark, I can't help but think of you and the big smile you wear daily. No matter where I see you, you never seem to have a bad day, and it is true. You are always smiling, spreading laughter and joy wherever you are. As serious as you are on the golf course, you can't help but smile knowing that as soon as you finish with your last shot, good or bad, a pleasant grin from ear to ear will greet your audience. Come to St. James High School, you were very quiet and very shy. I remember passing you in the hallways. You would give me a smile, but you never spoke. Over the past 4 years, you have, with the help of your parents, teachers, and friends, become a very independent and confident young lady, sharing your joy with others. Your positive attitude is contagious, along with your laughter and charm. I wish you much happiness and success. The recipient, congratulations, come forward, Steely Hayes.
See the smile? Look, I'm not wrong.
The second one, excuse me for taking time, I need to read these to you. Again, congratulations, 2016 graduate. There are times when you thought this day would never come, but with each year and the closer this time is coming near, you're scared, and I can tell it by the look on your face. You turned upside down at times, and now no one can wipe away the smile you wear every day. For the last 4 years, you have high-fived me at the front door every day, Monday through Friday, telling me good morning and greeting me with a smile. As I've watched you grow as a young lady and as a JROTC cadet, your confidence in yourself and the trust you have in your friends and teachers have grown as well. You have stepped up to be a proven leader, being admired by others. As you leave St. James High School, go with the confidence and courage you have built these last 4 years. The next recipient, I'm very proud to give it, Essence Smith, Lewis. Essence Smith. There you are. You can come any way you want to, babe. And if you also don't know, she's in charge of the percussion line, the award-winning state champion percussion line in South Carolina. The small young man with the big guitar and the big heart to serve others. In the 2 years of being a Shark, you stepped up quickly to lead and be a part of the Shark family. You had dreams and goals of coming to us, but somehow along the way, things worked out differently. Did you ever think you would stand in front of your peers and several hundred students singing and leading them in song? I commend you for your courage to be a leader in our Fellowship of Christian Athlete program, singing and leading every Friday morning. It truly takes a special and fearless person to step forward with confidence to sing, not wavering in your faith or on stage. It's evident you have a heart to serve and you truly care about others. Embrace your talents and follow your heart. You never know the lives that you're going to touch, change forever. I wish you the best. Joshua Watford. Come on, Josh. I'm not going to ask you to sing, but you could. As you can tell by the time up here, it was tough to pick. Here's the last two. It's not often we have a student that stands out and represents himself as you do. Most of you is a really good basketball player, giving 100% on the court with exceptional sportsmanship. Others see you on the baseball field, playing left field, putting down beautiful bunts and running with exceptional speed, even with a bad hip. Those of you who know you, that's the person that you truly are. When you are by yourself or with friends or family, that makes you talented, humble, and gifted. And that's what I call character. You are the same on the court and on the ball field and off the field. When others speak of you, they cannot say enough good things about you and everything that is positive. I appreciate that you never leave a game without giving all. But more importantly, I appreciate the value and the high regard you place in being a standout young man and setting an example for others to follow. You do not waver in your faith and you stand firm on your beliefs. I commend you for the following guidance that you've received from your parents in setting high goals for yourself. Jordan Fields, please come up. And last but not least, and I must say to all the other ones, honestly, to this class, we could have gone down and picked 30, 40, you say, why didn't you? We had to narrow it down to some. So this is once again just a small sample of the class of 2016 that I'm so very proud and come very close to. The last one we'd like to present tonight, this afternoon, is very, very dear to my heart before I read the letter I wrote to her, or to him, okay? It's very touching, and I must admit, what I received from this young person, I received more than that person will ever give me in return. I cannot thank them enough for the perseverance and endurance and the courage they showed. So here's the letter I wrote. Congratulations. When I think of you, I say a determined fighter, and I mean that with all my heart. I think of wherever you were once upon a time, but I can only rejoice because it's made you become the special person you are today. You are a beautiful person. You have taught me more than I'll ever know. Many of us here at St. James feels the same. You are a reminder to us that things do happen to good people that we may not deserve. But strong people, like yourself, with a will to face each day and fight, shows your perseverance. As a Finn Award recipient, there are many reasons you were chosen, and I mean many. You're a fighter, but the nicest, and I mean this, sweetest champion I have ever met. And these people will tell you, no one loves winning more than me. I am the hardest competitor, but maybe I have met my match. I encourage you to keep fighting with the same gentle spirit and wish for you many blessings, for you deserve it. With all my heart, I give this award to Madison Flynn. Okay, Mom and Dad, again, thank you for being here. Without about remiss, with all the scholarships being given out, let me astound you with a number. It is the highest, I've been here 6 years, this is the highest money-wise that at this time of the year that we've ever given out for our scholarships. To the class of 2016, as of today, you have received an astounding $10,151,667 worth of scholarship as of today. Congratulations. You deserve a round of applause. Now, I know in your mind, 10 million is not a lot. But those mom and dads sitting out there, every penny will count coming on. So let me close real quickly. Mom and dads and our graduates, you've been very patient this morning. We try to move this along as quickly as we can. But the comments here, I need to reflect just real quickly. The class of 2016 is a very special class. There's 3 words I put to them. They're probably one of the nicest classes I've ever been around. They love each other. They're very pleasant. They're very kind. But they're special. They're special to you, but they're more special to us that are here every day. So if there are any of our faculty and staff that are here, if you would please stand, and I know I'm speaking for the class of 2016, we thank you for the time you put in. Is anyone here? It's kind of hard to see the lights. But everyone give our staff a big round of applause for the time they put in. Congratulations. To the senior class, look up here. I told you about 8 months ago this would be the fastest time of your life. And you couldn't believe it, and you wish it would hurry and get over with. You have 4.5 days left. You have today, 4 days next week. Mom and Dad look at me, how you get 4 days next week? They've got exams Wednesday, Thursday, and they're basically through. And when they walk out of here, they come back next year, have to get a visitor's pass. And that is very sad for us because they are one of the best classes. And you say, people say this all the time. They're one of the closest classes I've had since I've been in this business. They're just a special group of people. And if I keep on, I'll get too emotional. But let me tell you why it goes so fast. And Mom and Dad, I hope you kind of nod with me and agree. As I get older, time sure flies by faster. And I finally figured out why it is. Because the older you get, the more responsibility you get. And the more responsibility you get, the faster things go in life. Before you know it, 10 years have gone by, 20 years have gone by, and you're like me, about 60 years have gone by. And you could not wait about 8 months ago to get out of here. The time is almost here for you to walk out these doors and to receive your diploma. Now, like it or not, you're going to receive the responsibility that you keep telling Mom and Dad, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to get out. And maybe we're all ready to unflap our wings and let you guys go. But the amount of responsibility that's coming on you is about to hit you in the face. But you are so well prepared, so let me tell you what you've done for us. You have made us the best high school in the state of South Carolina by about 2 months ago receiving the Palmetto's Finest. And I am so proud and I thank you for that. Mom and Dad, I don't know if you know this. About 2 weeks after we got the Palmetto's Finest, because of these seniors here, we were recognized by the U.S. News and World Report. There's over 29,000 high schools in the United States. We are now ranked as one of the top 10% of all high schools in the United States. And they deserve a round of applause. And we'll continue to milk this because when it starts going south, I might have to deal with that too. So again, the Palmetto's Finest in the top 10%. We have the lowest discipline of any school, high school in Horry County. Believe it or not, we're lower than many elementary schools that when we got our data back from right there. So they have a lot to be proud of and a lot to be prepared for. But as we leave here this afternoon, there's some reminders I need to give you, Mom and Dad, and for the seniors, and I'll close out. You guys sit here a long time. If there's any ATA, AAST, or scholars student here today, you need to see me before you leave. Mom and Dad exams, the 25th and the 26th. Students, make sure you fill out this survey. There's 2 of them on your Google Classroom, on your advisory. Because next Thursday, we go to our class walkthrough, at the elementary school, and over our walkthrough as they do the picnic. Remember, graduation practice is the second. Mom and Dad, if they are not there, they will not march. So I need to make sure you understand that. It is mandatory, 8:15 on the second. Graduation is the third. Seniors, you need to be there by 12:15. Be there early. Make sure you dress. Guys, you've been told if you don't wear a tie, you will not march. Ladies, dress appropriately. Also, Mom and Dad, get this. They received $10 million today. They need to pay their fees and their fines before next Thursday. That means in the classroom, in the media center, their PDL. Listen, I've got a stack of parking tickets this deep they need to pay off. So make sure you get those. Today, you get your yearbook before anybody else. Your yearbook will be given to you today. The slideshow may or may not be run today just because of the time, but we can see there. Mom and Dad, if there's any pictures you want to put on the senior slideshow, you need to send those to jmoore004. I'll give that to you later, but you can put extra pictures. That slideshow will be at the Palace. As you come in, you can see your child's pictures as they pop up across there. Last but not least, to Mom and Dad, please listen carefully. And I explained this to the class the other day. They came in as freshmen, as a group. They did not come in as individual students. On the 3rd, we are going to give them the diploma and recognize them as the class of 2016. So for them, from me to you, here's our request. Last year was the best graduation I've ever had, 35 years, because Mom and Dad behaved. Now this is shooting straight. We didn't have one sound the whole graduation process. So when you come, please hug and scream and holler before they get there. Scream and holler when they get through and we throw the martyr boards up in the air. It is a dignified event. We take a lot of pride in making that thing the classiest graduation in Horry County, and these kids deserve that from there. So I ask you to please spread the word. Please ask and request their request for that day. We appreciate it. And in closing, to the class of 2016, you're special. And I'm very indebted to you. and I wish we had 5 more years together, but you got 5 days and we're going to make the best of it. So in closing, I love you guys from the deepest part of my heart. Mom and Dad, we appreciate everything you've done, and I'll quit right now. We got cupcakes in the back. Thank you for your time. You guys are special. Thank you.